Okay, let's get into it. It's not just Salah, it's not just Brock, it's the fact that the foundation of the 49ers offense, their running game, is completely broken. I mean, they have like the worst running game in the league or the second worst running game in the league in terms of yards per carry. When you ask coaches or people about it, they really don't have anything good to say. Getting close. When we get to the second level, we really got to break away. I don't know, Dad. It seems to me that there's a simple explanation about the running game. When Kittle comes back, that'll help. Sure. But what's not going to change is the fact that Christian McCaffrey looks kind of old.
So, Iggy, are we skipping the Trent Williams issue?
I think he looks kind of old too, but I think Trent Williams is doing his job a whole lot better than Christian's doing his.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we see with Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
I'm partial to him because he's a Stanford guy. And everything I know about him, he's a good guy. At one point in his career when he played for the Niners, Iggy, he was one of the most electric players I ever saw in my life. Electric. Yeah. And what I would see was he would go, a little guy, he would get into the line of scrimmage and you think, they're going to knock him down. All of a sudden, he was past it. And when the linebackers came in, he had so many deceptive moves. And his vision, it was like 2020, he was like 10-10, you know what I mean? His vision and his legs. And he would have these astonishing runs. Iggy, he can't do it anymore as a running back. What Kyle has to do now is do trick plays for him, like that hook and ladder, because he can't, up and through 4 games, he has not been able to break away. And this is already a quarter of the season gone by, and he hasn't been able to do it. So I think when they say, gee, we have to get our running game together, what they're really saying is we don't have the running back anymore.
I think so. And that's the one thing that isn't going to change. Now, maybe they give Garendo a chance or Robinson a chance or Jordan James a chance, and one of those guys is really good. But saving that, I don't know that there's any saving this running game. And I think it's interesting. We asked Kyle, and he's like, well, how come the yards per carry are down? And he's like, well, we haven't, got any long runs. To get, high yards per carry, you need some long runs, and teams are playing a lot of 2 deep safeties against us, and it's harder to get the long runs against 2 deep safeties. Yeah, well, why are teams not loading the box against the Niners? Because your running game sucks, and they can stop it without loading the box. So the real issue is that when Christian McCaffrey gets past the line, which he often does, he's not making anyone miss at the second level, as coaches say. You get to the linebackers and the safeties, you go down. They hit you, you go down. You're not making anyone miss. You're not breaking free. It's been all season.
And Iggy, when they hit him, he really goes down. It's not like he's making extra yards after a hit. He used to, and there are certain backs who do. Jordan Mason makes extra yards after a hit. Funny, I would mention his name. McCaffrey doesn't do it anymore. They knock him down pretty. It's almost like they're picking on a kid. It makes my heart ache when I see that happen. And he jumps up because he's so aggressive and wants to do well so much. He jumps up and I'll do it on the next one. You could see that, but he's not doing it on the next one. So I think Kyle's in a bad place, and he put himself in a bad place. How do you have a really good passing game when you have no running game?
Yeah. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now. Yeah. And I think what's interesting is there is still an effective way to use him. I'm not saying he's bringing down the offense or he's a bad player. I think they're using him way too much. And I'm not sure that he should be like a starting running back anymore. Like if you had another guy, maybe you give him more of the carries, but he's still a really good receiver. And there must be creative ways to sort of de-emphasize him as a running back and still use him as a receiver and still have him as someone the defense has to account for. But to run your whole offense through him is to have a bad offense.
I think it's as simple as that. If Kyle persists in running the offense through CMC, especially using him as a running back, he's doomed to have a crummy offense.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Iggy, their offense is crummy.
Yep.
Matt Mayoko, after the game, he does a little report card on TV, and he gave the offense an F. And Matty's a good grader. He's an easy grader because he's so sweet. But no, that offense is no good. And they have a 3-1 record, which is wonderful. But it's the defense that's giving them that, except in the last game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like this kind of comes back to the Brock thing. It's like you've seen Christian on the field 4 games. It's so painfully obvious that he's not what he used to be. And just like it was painfully obvious that Brock was hurt in this last game. Are you not going to react? Why? Are you just going to keep giving him the ball and throwing him out there because you paid him? I mean, you got to do what's best for the team and win these games. And you can't say that your approach to your offense has given your team the best chance to win the game. I still maintain that the best drive they had all freaking season was the 2-minute drill with Mac Jones at the end of the Arizona game because Kyle wasn't forcing the ball to Christian every play.
That 2-minute drill was beautiful.
Yep.
It was beautiful. It's how you want an offense to play.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch that.
Yeah.
In rhythm, moving quickly, and not doing 18 motions before the snap and letting the play clock get down to 2 and 1. It's nice to watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Iggy, I would like McCaffrey to do well because I would like the privilege of watching him play beautifully because he was beautiful. He was beautiful. He was. And I would like to be able to experience that beauty again. And I hope it happens.
Yeah. It's interesting to say, Christian's just kind of old. He's like 28, maybe 29. I think he's 29. It's not old. It's way younger than Trent. It's younger than George, but he plays a different position, and running backs get old very fast, very quickly.
He's been hit a lot, and Iggy, so far in the 4 games, God, has he been hit. He's taken full-on frontal hits from bigger guys.
Yes. Often multiple on one play.
Yeah.
Clark Kent says, as an up-and-coming journalist, what's a question to always avoid asking?
Yeah. This is the worst thing that a journalist can ever say. And they present it as a question, but it's a declarative statement. Talk about. That's what they say. Talk about what happened on 3rd down. Talk about your quarterback. And then the coach is supposed, what do you mean talk about? So anyone who says talk about, and they do it all the time, is an amateur.
Yeah. Draco says Robinson over 9.5 rushing yards on Prize Picks. Bang.